What's up, you guys? Welcome back to SimplySick. Today I'm going to be working once again on the 92 Miata drift field. Today I'm going to be removing the charcoal canister and deleting it. And if you think you need that for smog, you don't, but some people say you do, so I don't know. Up to you, whatever you want to think. And I'm also going to be replacing the thermostat that goes in here as well. And I also bought a little gasket. Hopefully this fits. If it doesn't, I'm screwed. But so I'm gonna take the little head right here off and make sure it fits around this, and if it does, we're good. If not, I'll return it. But yeah, guys, let's just jump into the video and get this thing going. Alright, you guys, I'm gonna proceed to take off the charcoal canister. So the charcoal canister has a hose right here that this just pulls up if you're lucky, like so. If not, grab yourself some pliers and twist it at the bottom and break it loose. Let me show you what I mean. So I already removed one hose. Now I'm going to grab this little clamp right here and move it out of the way like so, and then grab the bottom, because this one is tight, and just twist it around until you break it loose. Basically, you just play with it and play with it and play with it until it comes out, or not. Just now that you got it loose, actually, there you go, comes out loose. So there's one more hose underneath. I can't really show you, but once you pull your canister upwards like so, you should be able to see what hose is down there. So I'm going to proceed to take that out. I'm not going to show you because I can't really film, because I only have myself and I don't have a stand right now. So yeah, it's just a hose that's right here. I don't know how good you guys can see that with my fingers. Removing that hose, and this should come out. Same thing, it doesn't have a clamp or anything, it just pulls right out. So let me proceed to take that out. Alright, you guys, now that you guys removed this hose and the one that was down there, like I showed you how it looks, you follow this to this solenoid right here. I guess it's a solenoid or sensor, not sure what it is. There is a 10 on there. We're going to break that off right now. But if you notice, this one that you took off the top from the two ones on top of the canister, it goes into here, and then there's another one that comes out, and you follow this one right here, it goes through here, it comes out right there. We're supposed to cap it off, and I see a lot of people use another rubber like this to cap it off on the opposite side, and they get them from the back of the taillights, but this car's been abused so much that I don't have none. So what I'm going to do is use this same hose, cut it, and loop it back to here. It shouldn't be a problem, and it should be good. If not, then I'm screwed. But right now, let me proceed to do this first. I'm going to take it off from right here, so it's the farthest one to the outside. So let me remove it real quick. Alright, you guys, it should look something like this once you're done. Remember, this one right here, the one that I'm pointing at, that long hose comes all the way to the sensor that's right here and connects right there. Don't remove this one's not long enough, just leave that alone. Pull it right through and then just loop it around like so. Now we're going to proceed to this one right here. There's a little clamp right here. We're going to loosen that clamp and pull up on this hose. This is the hose that was going into the canister. Oh crap, there you go. We're going to remove this hose right here. There is a tab right there and the clamp that's right here on bottom. We're going to remove these two, and we're going to run this hose together, and we're going to try to connect it with that little nipple you see right here. That tube. We're going to connect this one and this one together. So this one and that one. But let me remove this real quick since I can't really record down there. So give me 1 second. So now I removed this hose that was connected to this right here. Now I'm going to proceed to remove this 10mm bolt right here that loosens up this right here, just to get this harness out of the way, and I'll show you why right now. Okay guys, I removed the 10mm bolt that was right here, but I put it back in its place so I won't lose it. Here is the little sensor plug, the connection. The reason I did that, I'm trying to get to that bolt right there that's under the harness. You guys see that? Right there. It's... Let me see if I can move the harness out of the way a little bit. If I can, I apologize. Yeah, you guys can't really see. It's right there. Literally right there in the center. I'm gonna remove that, and that should let that hose right there move freely. So let me go ahead and break that off and remove that hose. So now that I removed this thing right here, I said hose, but it's like a line. But yeah, there's a connection on the bottom there. You guys can see that right there. That connection right there. So I'm gonna take that off, and what I'm gonna do is grab this right here and bend it slightly downwards so I don't have to rip any more lines or cut up anything, and that way this bracket is completely deleted. So let me disconnect it from there and I'll show you exactly what I mean. So guys, I was having a hard time trying to take that line off, but I realized if I just go underneath the car and pull down on the line, I can show you a better example of what I'm talking about. I'm gonna take this off right here, delete this bracket, that way I can just use this single tube right here and grab the line that's up there and bend it slightly. So let me remove it right here, and it's better to drop it down, that way we can do it down here, more room. So let me knock it out real quick. So now that I got that tube right here where my finger is off, this is the bracket that came off of that right here. This was like that. Take this off. I don't know how good the camera's focusing, but now what I'm gonna do is, there's a bolt right here that's that I took off of a different thing for the AC lines with my AC delete video. I'm gonna pull it out slightly so it can look something like that. I don't know if you guys can see. It's sticking out. So I'm gonna grab this and slightly pull on it and bend it downwards so it could bend straight. So let me do that, and I'm gonna need 2 hands for that. So let me show you once it's done. Alright you guys, my camera unfortunately died, so when it was charging I came out here and removed this bracket that goes right there that holds the canister, both 10mm nuts, and I unplugged this sensor, I guess that's what it is, and plug this that goes right there. The plug is right here, need to tape that up. So now this is going over here in the Miata bin. Eventually it'll be a bin, right now it's just the cardboard holding it. And I removed that one bracket that was here. Where is that bracket actually? Where is that bracket? Where is it? It is right here. So this is the bracket that was facing like so, and this was the one that was connected to the bottom of the canister. So what I did is disconnect the bottom hose, and then the tube that was facing upwards, I slightly bent it all the way straight. That way the hose that was going into here is now looped in to there. You can't really see it. Too bad the day's all crappy. But I'll show you guys on the next video a little update, and I'll show you exactly, try to get more in there with the flashlight and my GoPro, because right now I'm using my DSLR. But this is a part. So yeah guys, simple delete, looks nice. I'm still gonna finish this whole side, but for now I'm leaving it as is for another video. But right now I remove this clamp, move that flathead, Phillips screw, flathead, whatever it's called, yeah, flathead. Sorry guys. I'm gonna remove this whole tube, and then we'll remove these 12 bolts, and this should come right off. So once you remove that hose that's on top for the radiator, as you guys can tell, mine is a little custom made, has a little, I guess it's a temperature sensor reader like aftermarket, but it has gauges inside the car, but they do not work. And this thing right here is broken, so you gotta do is pull up on this and you disconnect it. So let's move this to the side, and it just fell down like so, but it doesn't matter, it's fine. Now we're gonna proceed to remove these two 12mm bolts. My bolts were damn near seized on here guys. It took a long time. For you guys it was really quick, but look at this. That's one of them. I wonder how this thing is gonna look, because these things were so hard to take off. I thought I was gonna not be able to take them off and I'm gonna strip the bolts, but holy crap. Look at this guys. I don't know how good the camera's picking that up. They look corroded. Now let's remove this. Ooh, looks nasty. Oh my god guys. Is there even a gasket on here? Who knows? That's the thermostat. I want to remove it slowly because there's so much gunk around it. I don't know if the thermostat is bad or not, but why risk it? We're replacing that. And this is how it looks like. I think I'm gonna throw a little towel in there or something and clean up the side because it's nasty, guys. So give me 1 second. Let me go grab a towel and let's clean this up. Alright, so I stuck a paper towel in there and now I'm gonna proceed to scrape it off with this. I'm not gonna record because, like I said before, I don't have really anything to hold my camera and I'm like right on top of it. So I'm gonna scrape up as much as I can off of it, and then I'll show you the finished product of how it looks right here. So I already took off as much as I could out of the old gasket that was on there with this little I guess knife. I don't know what they're really called, but I used it to scrape some off. Now I grabbed some 220 sandpaper that I had laying around, and I'm gonna scuff it a little bit around the edges. But while I scuff, I'm also gonna have my vacuum right here on, and I'm gonna try to suck up as much as I can. That way when I pull that out, a little napkin in there, no debris will fall in. So let me do that because I will need 2 hands for that. So I'll pick up the camera once I'm done doing that. Finally finished sanding the sides right here. I didn't go too deep, just a like little light so it could feel all smooth. I took off my glove and touched it and everything is even. I'm gonna do the same thing with this. So like I said earlier, let me grab my gasket. This gasket right here, this is the part number for this gasket. It does say Mazda on the bottom right there. I don't know if the camera's focusing. Let's see if the camera's focusing. It's not focusing. There you go. It says Mazda 4 V6, all that stuff, and it says Ford on top. So I'm not really sure. The guy said this might fit. So what I did is, he says I can return it back as long as I don't open it. So what I'm doing is I'm gonna grab this thing right here and just set it over it as long as everything matches up. Oh, and guess it does fit. Everything matches up, even the holes. So we're good to go to open it. So I'm gonna clean this one up, but I'm gonna remove this napkin. While I remove the napkin, I'm gonna have my the vacuum on, and while I'm removing this, I'm gonna be sucking in everything that's in here, just in case anything falls in there, any particles or anything, just to make sure nothing goes into the engine. So I'm gonna do that, and after I do that, I'm gonna clean this up. I'm not gonna show you. I'm gonna do the same thing I did with that. You know, take it off with that little blade right here that I have, and then sand it down, and then probably just clean up the outside as well so it won't look so crappy. So yeah, guys, give me 1 second and I'll show you once everything is clean, and I'm about to install the gasket and that thingy right there, the thermostat. So this is the part for the thermostat. If you guys want to screenshot that, there you go. I got this at AutoZone. So let's pull it out, make sure it's exactly the same as the other one. So this is the thermostat that I got from AutoZone, and the ugly thermostat is right here. Same thing. Alright guys, so I'm gonna proceed. Whoa! I'm trying to balance my camera on something. So I'm gonna proceed to install it real quick. So I took it off and it was like this. Sits perfectly in there. So let me grab the other thermostat to show you what I mean. Let me zoom out real quick. Here is the thermostat, and the thermostat nipple thing, this little part on the top, goes facing towards the motor, and this comes facing towards the nose. So yeah, that's how it was in mine. If it's backwards like that, someone please let me know down in the comments below. And as for the gasket, that is the part number right there. I also got this at AutoZone. So let's proceed to take this off real quick. Like so. So I'm going to be facing the orange part upwards, and this part just goes downwards. So alright, looks good. Now here is the thermostat housing, I guess you can say. All cleaned up as well. You guys can see. Now I just need to clean these ugly bolts and we'll be good to go. So let me clean this up and install it. And just like that, I'm all finished with the thermostat and the gasket, and I put the radiator hose back in its place. I still gotta finish the engine bay. I still want to make it a little bit more cleaner on this side, and as well on this side. That'll be on a different video. With that being said, guys, please consider subscribing. Throw me a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video. If not, then hopefully it was helpful for you if you didn't know how to mess with your Miata. This is my first Miata, and if you got any advice for me, please leave it down in the comments below. Or if you have any questions whatsoever, please leave it down in the comments below. Consider subscribing and turn on the notification bell so you guys can know every time I upload. And for those that didn't know, I used to have another YouTube channel called SimplySick Builds, exactly how it sounds. And I have more videos on that one. I have a lot of videos on that one. And I no longer have access to that YouTube channel, so if you guys like what you see there, come back and consider subscribing here. With that being said, guys, peace out. See you guys in the next one.